Sorry about that, BookTube. I don't believe you'd have done any different. If you knew that there was a pile of free books at the front door, pretty sure you'd cut things off too. But we're back. We're still in the middle of Entertainment Weekly. So it's a good review of Killing Commendatore. The book's missteps, from painfully dry historical analysis to some offensive treatment of the female characters, a huge Achilles tendon for Murakami. I don't know why more critics don't point it out. But, it's a huge Achilles tendon for most Japanese fiction that I've read written by men. It's kind of amazing. But for as wild and unwieldy as Commendatore gets, Murakami executes his mission with metatextual ingenuity. He reveals how an artist sees the world. Okay. I really liked it, the book myself. So then we have 5 books to read if you loved A Star is Born. But since the movie stars Bradley Cooper, I'm pretty sure no one's going to love the movie, so we don't have to worry about that. Witch Elm by Tana French gets a B. Stepping outside her Dublin Murder Squad series for the first time, French has constructed a sort of discursive, densely layered family drama disguised as a mystery, and a protagonist who is, purposely or not, a timely paragon of certain kinds of oblivious male privilege. The final revelation in Witch Elm are startling, even if they don't justify its 500-page length. A whodunit far more memorable for the why than the who. And I know that a lot of you are Tana French fans, and I have not ever been able to get on the same wavelength as this author. I've never even been able to read her Dublin Murder Squad books and see why she has fans. Usually, even if I can't match the wavelength of an author, I can at least see why they have one. And even that has eluded me with her books. So I read Witch Elm. I told all of you that I would read it. I would go into it with a wide open mind, see if maybe this is a way for me to get into the author, get onto her wavelength. And it baffled me. Just baffled me. It seemed like just dull as dishwater from start to finish. And I say seemed instead of was, because this is an author on which I'm prepared to admit that maybe I'm just completely wrong. Maybe I'm just completely colorblind to what it is that she's doing. Many of you, when I mentioned that I was going to read Witch Elm and try and figure out this author that way, many of you said, no, go back to the Dublin Murder Squad books and just read them. Just read them until you get it. And I don't know, maybe I'll have to do that. But, there's also a Q&A with Tana French. That's good. That's great. Because Q&A in Entertainment Weekly will get her sales on the West Coast. That's wonderful. Then there's a review by David Canfield of Bitter Orange by Claire Fuller, which I did not read. There's a new and notable section that has a category for fiction and a category for celebrity. No nonfiction? we don't even want a category for nonfiction? Okay, and then that's it. That is it. That is the book coverage. The rest is just the bullseye feature at the back where they make fun of a whole bunch of late developments. Including, you'll recognize this guy from the John Green movie. Ansel Elgort has been cast as Tony in West Side Story. The first in a long line of announcements we hope ends with Christine Baranski as Officer Krupke. Actually, Christine Baranski as Officer Krupke would be really good. But West Side Story is just going to be another... This kid is now in a lifelong battle to preserve his squeaky clean image. He if anything, smokes more than Timothy Chalamet, but he's in a lifelong battle now to decide whether or not he should do that on camera. But anyway, that's the books in Entertainment Weekly, and you'll admit that was a lot of books. This is a bookish issue, with Highlander on the cover, which is not bad. not bad as an issue. So there you go. That is Entertainment Weekly broke into 2 parts because we were interrupted by a friendly mailman, and that means there'll be an extra video today. So I'll wrap this up for now. We'll get these in 2 parts, and I will see you soon. Thank you, BookTube.